I want to get back on the affiliate thing for a minute because I think it's super important and there's a lot of parallels here. So affiliate, like insurance, you're paying per lead, whether that's in B2C or a B2B move, right? So
Just for your edification, I own a portfolio of e-commerce sites that's all affiliate-based revenue, so I know affiliate revenue streams pretty well.
Yeah, and so
by my own standards, Chris, probably not by yours, but by my own, I'm pretty proud of myself.
You can have it in insurance. They have it in real estate, right? Like Zillow goes and buys the Google ad, gets you the lead, then sells you back the lead for $200, and they give it to everybody, not just you. You have it in medical device and manufacturing companies in a exclusive distribution model that a lot of companies use, where you don't control the experience to the end consumer, or you're not directly in contact with the end consumer. So you're vulnerable to whoever's sitting in the middle, being the middleman between you and the customer. So when demand's gone down and the companies that had this like CAC machine going for Google ads, and all of a sudden demand goes down in the category, Google ad click prices stay the same or go up. And all of a sudden the math doesn't work anymore, where they used to be paying $99 for a meeting and now they're paying $350, and the whole thing breaks. And so if you're overly invested in an affiliate channel where a lot of your revenue comes from, and you're not focused on a direct channel directly to the customer to get business directly to you, over time, those affiliate prices almost never go down. It's going to keep going up. There's going to be more competition. It's going to put more pressure on your margins. It's going to put more pressure on a lot of areas of the business. So, yeah, like in 2014, I worked for a manufacturing company, and we sold through exclusive distribution in the US for certain products, and we OEM'd other products and things like that. And I'm looking at the stuff, and it's like these people are they're not out there selling our product. They're taking orders from people that the people could buy it online, they would just buy it online directly from us. And we're giving them 40 points to sit in the middle and do nothing. And that's whether it's distribution, being overinvested in distribution or affiliates, there's a lot of parallels here to basically not being able to control your own destiny. And it's weird because as people grew up in business in the year 2000s, that decade, having distribution was the only option. You weren't going to buy TV and radio commercials and build a full scale direct selling team. Now you have inside sales. Everything's happening remotely. There's a lot of e-com. Social exists. You can get to consumers for very inexpensively or free in some places. And just the whole dynamics have changed. So a lot of the sort of business best practices to have distribution and things like that, I think, are starting to really go out the window, and almost everyone should be primary direct to consumer.
Yeah, I think that one of the things that changed the landscape of the affiliate marketing is the rise of, and I don't want this to sound wrong, so it's not a sexist remark, it's a title, but the mommy blogger, right? The mommy bloggers got out and found out that they could go share deals where they're going to get a percentage, or they're going to get a cost per acquisition. They learned about AdSense and how they could have display advertising in the sidebar and the header and all of that stuff, and literally created almost like a personal shopper site for people, where they're going out finding the deal and they're just getting a death by 1,000 cuts when they sell stuff. And I mean, I can even remember, man, back in the old days, and this goes back, one of the reasons why we have the e-commerce piece is because of my experience in grocery and teaching people how to save money on groceries, take that cash that they save, deploy it over to their debt load, and live a debt-free lifestyle. And that's how I got people into my ecosystem. I just grinded, man. I did 20 webinars for an hour a piece, 4 hours a night. So I hit every time zone, and I did that for 6 or 8 months. But we were getting 2 cents for every coupon somebody prints off the website. That number adds up in a hurry, man. We would go to Thompson Cigars. I don't even know how they made money. They can't be making money at this point. It's got to be a huge loss leader. But you would get like a welcome kit with 5 cigars, a travel humidor, a lighter, and a cigar cutter, and you'd buy it for $19.99. But my cost per my commission per acquisition was $20. So, they're just trying to get them into the mail order list and push things out in their mail order catalog and everything. But that was wild. Like 15 years ago, man, everybody and their brother was starting a blog, and they were all making decent coin, man. I watched ladies, by all practical purposes, very intelligent women that probably made a decision not to have a career so they could stay home and raise their kids, figure out a way to do both. And they grew multi-million-dollar empires, man. That lady, the crazy coupon lady from out west, multi-million dollars, man. It's amazing. She had her money, her branding was on point, just printing cash. And then it died, right? It died because the papers stopped putting as many coupons in there. The marketing company or the marketing departments and the marketing firms realized we're not really getting much data on the end user. Let's go to loyalty cards. Let's go to apps so we can at least capture some of that because that's worth something to us. That's, Catalina marketing. That's why if you buy Tide, they have a coupon for all that spits out when you're at the store. I mean, all this stuff, right? But I just think that was a major block of time for about 3 to 5 years where
Gold rush.
Yeah, it was. You literally couldn't miss, man. It was like the stock market in the late 90s.
Reselling stuff on Amazon, whether it's drop shipping or actually holding the inventory, was a huge opportunity. I took advantage of that quite a bit in the 2012 to 2015, 16 timeframe. There are moments in time where there's basically just there's an arbitrage. There's something out there where people are willing to pay a lot for something that is not very expensive, and there's not a lot of barriers to entry to create. And there's a lot of people that can take advantage of that. You could argue, people could argue that crypto's in there too. I'm not a big crypto guy, but there's moments in time where people can make a lot of money doing something and the window closes.
I agree. Yeah. I'll never forget, man. I found a purse that was made out of a rubber chicken on Amazon, and I did a post about it. And when you probably know this, but when somebody goes to Amazon, I don't know what it is today because I'm not actively involved in it, but you had the cookie for 72 hours. So I'd have 50,000 people click on my post to go look at the purse of a rubber chicken, but I'm selling DSLR cameras and all kinds of other stuff around Christmas time, just making bank for literally just driving people to a website, capturing the cookie, and then letting them shop. And by the way, some of these women are freaks, man. I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out there because we could see what they bought and, not tied to a name, but I mean, we made money selling a lot of stuff we otherwise wouldn't have sold. And, when you have aggregators like Commission Junction, and it was Linkshare at the time, and there were quite a few that we still have contracts with. There's literally nothing that I wanted to buy on the internet that I couldn't get paid a commission to buy or sell to somebody else.